Hi, I'm Greg.
And I'm Greg 2.
Greg 2 and Greg 1 are gonna watch Ask a Porn Star.
Ooh.
Really weird porn scenes.
Bow, chicka, bow, wow,
I
bow,
can't
chicka,
find the
bow,
request,
wow,
but it's
chicka,
bookmarked.
bow, wow, bow, chicka, bow,
Have you seen
bow,
porn?
chicka. One time, actually. My dad had a video store. He had an adult section.
Oh, did he?
And I would sneak in, and I would lift up the blue tape from all of the videos, and I'd be like, genitals! And that's how I learned what sex was.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
amazing.
It was fun. The first porn I ever watched was called, I swear to God, Edward Penis Hands. It was like Edward Scissorhands, but he just had...
No, yeah. What? Were his hands penises?
Yeah, just two dildos. So just like...
Oh, God.
The acting in it, I watch porn for the acting, honestly.
That's what inspired you.
Yeah,
to
exactly.
get into
I was
this
like,
thing.
I think I'm going to be an actor after seeing this.
You know, we're in a generation where kids just watch porn on the internet.
Right.
We had to, find porn.
True. Yeah.
Porn was like a thing you had to look for.
Yeah, and
Not
like
a Google search.
the X Express or whatever, that's yeah, you can't Google. Dude, my dad would have things mailed to him to buy the adult videos, and every time I come home from school, I'd look in the mailbox and I would see a magazine wrapped in black plastic, and I knew it was something I shouldn't look at, and so I would steal them and I would like look at them for research purposes.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's watch this video.
Okay, great.
It's 10 minutes. Oh boy.
The weirdest porn scene I've been in is such a hard question for me because I've done a lot of weird shit.
Weird as in
Is this gonna make
I
me
had
sad?
sex with one of my step family, or weird as in
Oh no, you didn't say it.
I had sex with somebody in full body paint that was like a cartoon character.
Are we talking about murder porn or regular porn?
she's
I mean,
hot.
fetish stuff is always definitely a little bit strange.
Oh, okay, I know a good one. The one where I put sticks of butter up Jinx Maze's asshole.
Who hasn't?
That one.
Well, then
And
that's
gummy
Jake.
bears and stuff, and some of them got stuck, but we got them out.
Getting golf balls stuck in your ass isn't weird. It's just a Tuesday afternoon.
Probably when I do primal fetishes, hypnosis stuff, I gotta have my eyes crossed like this and shit.
Oh, I've done farting clips before. I took the little fish tank pump things, the little tubes, and put it in my butthole and pumped air up. So I put all this air in my, I could feel it all here.
I'm just not into
and
farting.
push farts out. So that was kind of weird,
Even
right?
for myself.
Probably the
I've never heard you fart.
Japanese porn.
You won't.
Japanese companies' porns that I've shot. They have some interesting fetishes, like sleeping.
I did Horror of the Rings, part 2. And I blew a tree. I've been alien space captain. I've been a naughty big titty kitty.
I've been a dead body that's been fucked in the morgue. I got fucked by the person that was supposed to be getting my body prepped for my funeral.
I had to bounce on balloons, and apparently that's a fetish that I didn't know. But guys like to see girls bounce up and down on balloons.
I've
Actually,
seen
it was
that.
recently. It was femdom work that I was doing in New York, and it was ball busting. There was a slave who, he actually enjoys it, and he does this all the time, but I have never seen anyone in my life get kicked in the balls over 50 times with with spikes on the heels, and I mean directly just in the nuts, in the nuts, in the nuts.
Oh.
Okay, ball busting. Okay,
Ah.
and people always cringe when they hear it because it's like kicking a guy in the nuts over
Yeah.
and over, or stomping on them, or something along those lines. And the thing is people go, what? Why would you do that? Da, 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 da. And I was like, trust me, the guy I did it to has a fetish, so he friggin' loved it. So
Wow.
how can I feel bad when you know that you're making somebody happy?
I don't
good
know.
point.
I think it's a tie between being Rocket Raccoon and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Bukaki.
Shot this
What?
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles porn parody.
They're turtles. That was weird.
I never actually thought I would see the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles with giant green cocks, shooting out Toxic The Secret of the Ooze, man.
Me fucking my stepbrother.
I loved the
Oh, she
daddy
fucked her
daughter,
stepbrother?
the brother sister scene, the incest, not really incest step scenes or whatever.
Oh,
I do a lot of stepmom, stepdaughter porn, or stepsister porn.
To me, the concept of that, I guess, is a little bit weird. I think all the stepdaughter, step-sibling stuff is really weird.
It's not real.
I've done a
Nope,
few
sorry,
of
dude.
those.
What
and
the
I
hell?
think it's really weird, but it's
The walls are
fun
coming
weird.
down.
I've done some incest scenes, and the weird thing about it was it kind of turned me on.
Stepdaddy
Well, you
or
know it's not
stepdaughter
real.
interracial cuckold or something. I was supposed to have sex with this beautiful black man, and my stepdad was watching. No one really knows why.
The daddy-daughter porn scene that I did, just because I have such a close relationship with the father figures
That's
in
a
my
nice
life that it
tattoo.
was weird to do a scene like
Yeah.
that and put myself in a position
She seems really
where I'd be
artistic.
doing something
Yeah.
like that, because that has never crossed my mind ever.
But the scenes that creep me the fuck out that I've done a few of are the mommy daughter scenes. And when I'm putting a scene and the director's like, yeah, give more mommy talk, or fuck me mommy, or all that
Pay your
stuff,
student loans!
I say it and I
You know,
do
mommy
it.
talk.
But the whole time inside I'm just cringing. I'm like, no, I don't like it at all. But people eat that shit up, so I do it.
Role playing is such a safe way to do things that we shouldn't do in real life.
Definitely when I played Patrick in the SpongeBob SquarePants, because I had to wear the whole starfish character.
I
the
can
whole
see
time
that.
And do the voice.
I did a movie called Poor Little Shyla, and I play a disabled person, and I have leg problems, and so they put me in braces. You can't discriminate against a disabled person, and they gotta get laid too.
It was like bondage. I was tied up, and I had a piece of bamboo strapped
That's a
onto
nice
my back,
tattoo.
and I was tied up in
Yeah.
this
I like her too.
really weird position. My legs were open, and I was getting fucked in the ass all day. It was just really
She
weird
seems
because
drugged up.
after they got me down from that position, they literally strapped my hair in pigtails around this guy's ass and made me eat his ass.
I've heard of girls gaping other girls' asses and peeing in them, or just crazy hard bondage.
Peeing
I would
in them?
absolutely
You're
love
an
to be a
ape,
part
I'm
of
an
that.
ape.
People squirting in my gape. So squirting is female ejaculation, and gape is when your butthole stays open, your muscles are so relaxed that it stays open. So I was gaping, and then somebody squirted into it.
The sex location, it will be on a forklift. It was very difficult
I'm
to
learning so
balance
much.
myself on a forklift, and
Oh,
it's
the
not
porn
the
I
most
haven't seen.
comfortable place to have sex, but hey, it looked great.
They use this speculum, and it was kind of weird. They spread your pussy apart. So that was kind of weird. It was really weird. I don't know who likes that.
But this particular scene was a food fight. And
Wow, we got 4 more
we
minutes
had
of this.
pies, we had honey, weird enough, we had raw eggs, and we had whipped cream, we had bananas, we had strawberries, we had all these things, right? And we fucking got covered. We started throwing pies at each other. We were naked all of a sudden,
Okay, that's fine so
and
far.
it's just
Yeah, that's fun. That's childlike.
food, all of us. Jelly.
Not that children should be
Started
doing.
getting
Yeah,
sticky,
children don't do that.
nasty.
Yeah.
Honey up the butt is not good.
Okay,
feeling
now we're
either.
getting
I'll
into
just
something
say that
different.
right
Yeah.
now.
Okay.
A
Yeah.
horror fetish video, where
Horror
I
fetish?
was tied up in a gigantic frying pan, basted in oil like a chicken. And then it was a girl scene, and the other girl was going to eat me, but not eat me, but actually yeah, it's okay. I'm still here. It all turned out all right, but yeah, that was really weird. I was surrounded by veggies and stuff.
I think Adventure Time might be the weirdest scene that I've done. Just having to think cartoon the
He's
whole
the
time
happiest
and
porn
then
star.
being aware of where all this body
It's like,
paint is.
I love my
could
job.
potentially be.
So my first
The
gangbang-
men look so much
Happier,
happier in
right?
the porn industry than the women
You guys
do.
don't know what 5150 is. It's when you are harm to yourself or to others. So my whole scenario was that I tried to commit suicide in the psych ward. I fell asleep and imagined being gangbanged by the orderlies and one of the other patients.
Who doesn't?
And
right?
at some point in the dream, I'm coming out into the hallway of the hospital, and they throw a bunch of confetti at me and just
start, you know, going like, welcome to your pity party. And then they like gangbang me. So that was pretty fucked up.
Willy Wonka parody where I got to play Veruca Salt and I got gangbanged by 6 Oompa Loompas.
Charlie
I'm
takes it in the
nurse.
chocolate factory.
Oh,
He's a patient in bed, laying down, and I'm here to give him a sponge bath, and you know, I'm washing his junk regularly, and he's like, "Yo, why don't you, you know?" And I'm like, "Excuse me, sir, that is very unprofessional. If you keep it up, I'll bring a male nurse to come in and finish the job." Hypnosis. And then it's just me bathing him, giving him a hand job, and then the next day, oh god, it's fucking weird.
I sat in this little pool. The person wanted me
Why are they covering them?
to be completely messy. So I had pudding, goo, and I had whipped cream. And then I had to put these boots on, and then I had to take all of the stuff that I
Can't know
had
that she has breasts.
and fill the boots and literally cover myself.
I've done one where I've been wrapped in
Secrets
saran
out.
wrap, just good old kitchen saran wrap, and it's been cut off with a knife.
I did wet and messy pies of shaving cream, all like this. So I'm a big marshmallow puff of shaving cream.
Nice.
Sometimes it's like marshmallow fluff or anything along those lines. And then it was a custom, so I had to have a cigarette, which I don't smoke, so it was like a closed cigarette. So I had to have a cigarette coming out of this
She has
marshmallow
limits.
puff. And I was looking at the camera,
It's true,
and I said,
though.
"Yes, doctor, this is going to help me quit smoking." That would probably be the weirdest one.
I shot a video
She also sucked a clove
where I
dick.
had to cover myself with a bottle of shaving cream. And then I had to masturbate myself to an orgasm. And then I took it another step and I just pissed all over the floor. Typical day.
Wow, that was something special for everyone here.
Craig.
Subscribe to Wood Rocket. You want to watch porn instead?
Yeah.
Let's just turn off the camera and just watch actual porn.
Cool. You go firsties, and I'll go seconds. And then, honestly, though, I only listen to porn, so I don't actually watch it. I just do auditory
Your
porn.
auditory.
Yeah,
Like
and,
audible.
and not even like moaning or like shrieking. It's just soothing sounds of Barbara Streisand. I just listen to that, and I pleasure myself.
Okay, we can do that.
Thanks, dude. You're
I
a
didn't
good
know
friend.
you can get Barbara Streisand sounds. It's amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just, you know, funny girl. She's just like, born to be a star! And I'm just like, ugh.
I've never even had sex with Barbara Streisand playing.
What's your music that you listen to when you bang?
Nickelback.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So
Yeah.
You
Never made it as a wise man.
Never cut it as a poor man stealing, and this
This
is
is
how
how
you
you
remind me of
I hate this! I'm supposed to be a virgin till marriage! Guilt and shame washes over me.
I just hope all of these women and men who are in this industry do it safely and actually enjoy doing it. Like she was saying, like getting kicked in the balls like a lot. Like some people think that hurts. Most people I think would say getting kicked in the balls hurt. Some people enjoy it, so to each their own, but I do hope that these women enjoy that job and enjoy the act of sex, and it's not something that they're like quote unquote forced into.
I mean, we both noticed that the women in this video look significantly more I don't want to say they're unhappy, but
yeah,
the men look happy.
Sure.
Especially that one dude with the curly hair.
Just
Like,
lackadaisical.
Yeah, this is, I mean, I just gonna put my dick in things. You know?
Totally.
Like, this is cool.
There's
You know?
something to do with, like, if you want to get deep with it, shame is more involved in porn to women than it is to men because of just...
You mean like be actual porn actors?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
feel like with porn watchers, shame is more involved with men than it is with
You're
women.
right!
Yeah.
It's flipped!
It's flipped. Yeah.
So true.
Like, you never hear about women with, like, porn addiction, but you hear about men all the time.
All the time.
Yeah, all
Yeah.
the time. But yeah, I think you're right about that. Every time I hear about, like, any documentary they make about why porn is evil or something, it's always, like, a bunch of women who are talking about why it's, like, sinister and stuff.
Totally.
But the men just love it.
I don't know the reason of that type of stimulation. Just go out and, like... I mean, you can look at porn, everybody looks at porn, but just go outside and, like, do real life porn. Like, have a conversation with like a hot person, and then they'll be like, you're hot too, on the inside and out, and then you just can go home and you can cover each other in the foods and like, you know, pretend to be brother and sister. Or you can like do your thing, dress as a cartoon, do Adventure Time, and do it for real. You can have a real life porn if you just go out there and you try, okay? You don't have to be locked away in your house. It's easier, and it's scarier to go out there, to put yourself out there, but I promise, real life porn is better than real life, like, watching porn. The more you know.
I've heard, like, we've seen, like, like a lot of TED Talks on this and other, like, random videos I've seen, where they talk about how...
I think you're thinking of Head Talks.
Talk. How, like, guys who are, like, active porn watchers tend to get, like, the least action, actually.
Really?
Because they're kind of just finding their release through this. Instead of containing that in them, they're, like, releasing it through watching a video or something.
Yeah.
So they don't feel the desire as strong to motivate them or make them more confident to go out and meet women.
Right. I mean, that's so interesting. I have a girlfriend now, and so it's like, I don't watch a lot of porn. I used to watch a lot of porn, but then when you get like, you know, and my girlfriend and I don't have sex. We sleep in separate beds. We're waiting for marriage.
Good.
It's, you know,
Good.
it's I'm putting that out there.
In case her parents are listening.
Exactly.
Good.
Very
good.
But she gives me everything that, like, I don't need that type of thing, and it actually makes me feel strange watching, because I haven't watched porn in so long. Having them talk about it makes me uncomfortable. Like am I becoming more mature or something? Or
hey, it's a great thing.
Yeah,
it's a great thing. Everyone has their debates about if porn is unhealthy or okay, or does it help in some way.
Right.
But from my experience in life, or just with talking with people or doing research on this topic, it seems that it's better without it. Yeah, research. I just watched a lot of porn and asked myself how I feel.
I feel okay.
And every night, it's been like that for the past 3 months. You know, I'm very ashamed of myself.
It's gonna get okay.
It's gonna get okay.
Not better.
You'll learn to live with your shame. Yeah.
Just the realistic optimist. Dude, don't worry. It's gonna get okay. It's gonna get fine.
It's gonna get fine. When I've met girls who watch porn, they can like settle for like a video and then just sticking with this one video I came across, you know? Because they like the build.
You came across it, certainly.
Yeah. So,
sounded like the penguin,
yeah.
and then it turned into something different.
I think the craziest one I came across where it was like 5 guys, and because when I've watched
porn or the restaurant 5 Guys.
No.
5 Guys the porn. It's just about 5 guys in 5 Guys just eating 5 guys, like eating.
See, when I've watched porn, it's like you just find a video. Oh, she's hot. Zoom. All right, move on. I don't like watch one video. It'll be like a few when I've watched.
Sure.
But doing that, you come across some crazy porn sometimes, and you end up just not jerking off to, but just watching.
Yeah.
And
it's interesting sociologically, or like the psychology of porn is really like why we watch it, or like it's such a strange thing. Like if you take yourself out of it, like we're just like these animals watching other animals.
Yeah,
like
it's
like
not
reproduce.
natural.
And we're just like ooh, like I guess it's like we're putting ourselves there, but in a way, everything is like it's about connection. Maybe that's it. Yeah.
But that's what I think. I feel I don't usually enjoy it. Like it's like I'll enjoy it when it's happening, but once I'm done, I'm like, I just feel kind of empty.
Yeah.
So I don't like. Usually don't like to watch. As much as I've like talked and joked about porn on this channel.
Yeah.
I usually don't enjoy watching.
Right.
Most of the time I don't.
That's why like having like finding a real relationship.
It's the connection. Yeah.
Totally.
That's where you get like. You could have sex and have like a fucking orgasm and it's euphoric. I'm never like, I just watched porn. I feel great right now. You know, it never feels awesome.
It's literally like, this is how you could tell how bad porn is. When you're, the moment you climax, how quickly do you X out of it?
Right, yeah.
When it's like a second, you're just like, you feel bad. You just go,
exactly.
What did I do?
Yeah. It's very, very accurate. See, if I've watched it a couple times with like girls I've been with.
Yeah,
and that's different.
Never done that.
I find that different because
I've never watched it with girls you've been with.
Yeah, well, thank you. That would have made me very insecure.
By the way, Denise says hello.
Oh, okay. All right. Yes. This is when improv on stage gets confusing.
Did you actually know it, Denise?
Yeah, no, I don't.
Oh, okay. Literally just start weeping.
Yeah.
Denise hasn't called me in years.
I think if I masturbate with just my imagination, like that seems more natural.
Mhm.
You know, but if I'm by myself watching porn, it's not natural for me to just be like looking at a screen and like getting off to like random people fucking. That just doesn't. It seems so artificial. But if I feel like when I'm with someone, like if we're watching it together, or I mean, if I'm with a girl and we're both into it, I'm still sharing that connection and experience with that girl, even though we're watching porn.
Right.
I'm not alone on this. It's like we're here together, so there's still a connection and vibe going.
Totally.
So then I don't feel like, you know, like, oh, this is just void.
Right.
But no, I would say like 95% of the time when I watch porn, I'm like, nah, it's just every time I'm done watching porn, I'm like, this will be the last time I watch porn.
Right,
Yeah.
but it's like, that's the addiction.
Yeah.
That's literally like...
Because it always sounds like a good idea, but then it's not.
But see, that's the thing, like, men think about sex, you know, they say 5-6 times a day or whatever. Maybe it's the statistics more than that. That sounds low. At least for me.
24 hours in a day.
And
5 or 6 times a day, I just have a thought about sex.
I just am like, okay, if I got to do my 401k sex. I bet gay men watch the most porn out of everyone because they just seem the most fun and excited about like sex, and so even the men in this are excited about having just sex as a job. I bet the main watchers of porn are gay men. I'm gonna just put that out there.
I hear gay porn is like the most profitable. Actually,
I bet so.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
The most profitable.
Yeah.
Like, especially if you're going to be a male porn actor,
Yeah.
you got to be like, okay, that's why I never did it.
Yeah. Well, maybe next year.
Maybe next year when I go gay. Yeah. It's a choice you make, right? Yeah.
I just like am always down to be in porn, but I just need creative control.
One day we're going to bridge that gap.
Yeah.
Where there's going to be a gap. Yeah.
We'll bridge that gap.
There's a lot of
certainly.
puns to be made here.
Yeah.
One day we'll bridge that gap where we're going to... No, I just keep thinking of gaps.
You're sick, dude.
We're going to have porn where it's going to be like, that was a genuinely good movie.
Yeah.
We're going to get there one day.
At that point, what is the line between porn? Because we talked about Gaspar Noé. That was that movie about, like, it's called Irreversible. It has a 17-minute rape scene. It's really intense. And it's just that's
Are the actors actually doing it?
No,
Okay.
but it's they're acting, but but you after the first 2 minutes you're just like, I don't know if this is acting, and it's like makes you real uncomfortable. And it's a feeling I never had when I watched a movie, but like that there's a fine line because like you watch stuff like Gaspar Noé stuff and you go, this is very pornographic, but it's not considered porn because it's artistic. But then what's the line? What's that line?
Right, exactly. So if we can make porn more artistic,
it's
it
more,
can be mainstream.
Mainstream porn. That's Gaspar Noé.
I mean, think about it. We're always talking about diversity in Hollywood. I think porn is more diverse than any part of Hollywood.
True.
We got all kinds of ethnicities broken into categories. It's amazing out there. You want your Asians and blacks? They got the category for it.
I'd like to thank the Academy. And the winner is Gag on Balls. I mean La La Land.
All right, guys, you can subscribe to What Rock. We talked about porn for like 15, 16 straight minutes.
This is awesome.
This is awesome.
I'll talk about porn for at least 18.
Wood Rocket. Yeah, subscribe to them. Subscribe to The Real Regex. Nate Hartley. Hardly. Oh.
Hardly Hartley. Broken Hartley. But now full Hartley.
Nate Full
Hartley. My porn name is...
Hardly Hart. Wait, no, that'd be bad.
My porn name is Jeff Sanchez.
Jeff Sanchez.
It's not even that dirty. It's just it's just nice. Jeff Smith. Just the most.
Yeah.
Nate Hartley, follow me on Instagram. I'm doing the Goldbergs. That's on ABC. Check your local listings. I'm loving life. You should too. I hope your dreams
Catch me in
come
life.
true.
Yeah.
Catch me in life. Catch me on the street. To catch a predator. What?